Well, last year, we saw murder convictions overturned for Buffalo men who had served decades in prison. A judge ruled that prosecutors back in the 1970s did not properly turn over to the defense evidence that would have cleared them. Channel 2's Ron Plants explains those men are now suing the city and Erie County, claiming misconduct by police and prosecutors.
As soon-to-be 63-year-old John Walker is assisted to the steps of Buffalo City Hall. He's marking this upcoming birthday as a free man without any parole obligations, but he feels pain as he spent 22 years dating back to when he was a teenager behind bars.
Thinking back as far as when I was 16 years old, me and my friends, and how our life was stolen from us.
That followed his conviction as part of the group now known as the Buffalo Five for the 1976 murder of a then 62-year-old neighbor who was killed after he left this Fillmore Avenue bar called the Golden Nugget. Now Walker and one of his co-defendants, Darrell Boyd, are seeking justice in the form of a federal civil rights lawsuit against the city of Buffalo, Erie County, and police detectives from the 1970s case. Boyd spent 28 years behind bars.
You know, I always ask myself, man, why was you kidnapped and then framed? And then after that, unlawfully detained. And then after that, put through suffering, pain, and misery.
Their attorney now says prosecutors did not follow proper procedure during the 1977 trial for the men.
So they were required to turn over the evidence pointing to someone else as having committed the crime. They were required to turn over evidence that their witnesses had recanted. They were required to turn over evidence that the crime occurred after their main witness, Tyrone Woodruff, was already in a taxi cab with John Walker going home. And the trial transcripts and the testimony of the defense lawyers who still remain and of our clients will prove that this evidence was not disclosed.
District Attorney John Flynn says he opposed the motion to vacate the men's sentences, and while the judge did state some photo evidence was not turned over properly, Flynn says this about the lawsuit's misconduct claim.
It's categorically false. And I have the judge's decision right here in front of me that I just reread again here. And the judge, in setting aside the verdict, specifically says that the prosecutors did nothing wrong, okay? That the judge specifically says that there was nothing hidden, that everything that was known was given to the defense lawyers, all right? So that issue is just simply not true.